Are you ready to let go and watch your deepest heartfelt desires flow to you magically? Have you ever noticed that the harder you try to control something, the further it slips away? It's like the more you stress, the more everything seems to be like falling apart. But what if the solution isn't actually working harder? What if it's the opposite? You see, this is the truth. The key to making, the key to making life easier, more fulfilling, more incredible is letting go. Not in the sense of giving up. We're not giving up, but in the sense of relaxing, relaxing your grip, loosening the grip on everything that feels really hard right now. You do not have to manage every detail or force every outcome to experience what it is that you want. So in today's video, I'm going to share some incredibly powerful steps for you to follow so you can finally see your life effortlessly, magically fall into alignment. So let's start here. Think about a time that you really wanted something. Maybe it was that specific person. Maybe it was a new relationship. Maybe it was that job, and you pushed and pushed and pushed and overthought and stressed out and tried to force it into your life. And what happened? It didn't work. But then as soon as you stopped caring so much about it and you just relaxed, shifted your focus to other things out of nowhere, things just clicked. And that isn't a coincidence. It's because trying too hard blocks you. Life responds when you let go of the need to control it. The moment you loosen your grip, you release your grip, things come to you with far less effort. This doesn't just apply to big things either. So think about those situations where you were trying to, impress somebody, maybe in a job interview, maybe on a date, or you were overly nervous, watching every word you said, didn't want to make a wrong move. But then there were those times where you just didn't care about the outcome. You were suddenly just being yourself authentically, and it felt natural and easy. And then everything worked out and flowed. Why? Because pressure and obsession destroys everything, and it makes you stiff and awkward and disconnected, inauthentic. And this doesn't just happen in social situations. So whether you're building a career, chasing success, or even being creative, it's the ease of this all that attracts more than effort. So when you're forcing things, you are shutting out opportunities to flow. You're limiting yourself. Life, you see, works best when you stop trying to control every piece of it. But we're taught the opposite, right? We're taught and told that success comes with constant striving and effort and grinding. But that mindset actually works against you. In the end, so you see, the more you force things, the more you end up blocking your own potential. It's like trying to grab onto sand. The harder you squeeze, the more that just slips through your fingers. When you stop chasing, when you stop putting pressure on yourself, you'll start to see how effortless life can be. You'll begin to attract things, opportunities, and people because you're no longer forcing them. Instead of being stressed and trying to make things happen, you're just completely relaxed. You're in the present moment, you're in the now, and you're open to what comes next. And let's face it, when you stop taking life so seriously, it actually becomes easier. You'll take risks more because you don't care as much. You don't worry about failing. Nothing seems to knock you or rock you. You're no longer pushing. You're now in alignment to what feels right. And this isn't about giving up. It's about realizing that control is just bullshit. It's about letting life unfold naturally instead of trying to force the pieces to fit. And when you stop trying to control every little thing in your life, you'll be so amazed at how much smoother life goes. You'll be more creative, more adaptable, and more in tune with the flow of the world around you. And the reason we often try so hard to control every aspect of our lives, and I used to be that person too, it's because we feel there is something missing inside of us, a gap we're desperately trying to fill. outside of us. And that is a pattern that we've carried from childhood. We look for validation, we look for success or approval, thinking they'll complete us. Love outside of us, that will complete us or give us the sense of worth that we crave. This constant need for external validation, external affirmation stems from internal wounds, a belief that we are not enough as we are, and that will make us feel enough. But true peace and freedom come not from chasing after what's outside, but from healing within. And when we start to reconnect with ourselves and cultivate self-acceptance, that inner void begins to heal. The need to control diminishes, and we can finally embrace the flow of life, knowing we are whole and complete just as we are. Healing the inner self is what allows us to release the pressure, trust in the process, and living more authentically. So if you would like to find out more about my healing solutions, from self-study workshops and masterclasses to advanced shadow neural pathway rewiring programs, or get one-to-one time with me, then you can just check the links below this video or in my bio. And if you have any questions about what the right solution is for you, then you can just email me at natalie@asapenniesdrop.com, or you can DM me on Instagram, and we can have a chat and get you on the right path. How can you truly apply this mindset in your life? How do you let go without losing touch with reality? Let's face it, it isn't about isolating yourself or pretending that nothing matters. It's about finding a balance between detaching and remaining engaged. And the secret is moving from forcing outcomes to allowing things to flow. So notice how some people always seem to be in the right place at the right time. It's not a coincidence. They move through life with an openness that's, let's see what happens, that lets things come to them instead of constantly chasing after them. So how can you begin to shift your energy? Most of the things that you are currently stressing about, you won't even be stressing about in a year from now. The tight deadline, those awkward conversations, the things that you said that keep replaying over in your mind, it's all temporary. And when you take a step back, you realize that many of these worries won't have lasting impact at all. So right now, take a deep breath and ease up on yourself. It's just a part of the journey. This doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. You still need to show up. You still need to take action and play your part, but it does mean letting go of the need to control every detail. It's perfectly fine to want something, but when you cling to a specific way it must happen, that's where the struggle begins. Let things unfold without gripping tightly to the outcome. Instead of fearing, what's unknown, start viewing it as a chance for growth. The future isn't set in stone. It's shaped by the choices that you make right now. So when you stop trying to control every detail, you open up space for better opportunities to arise, and opportunities that you may not have even considered. In relationships, in your career, personal growth, when you stop seeking validation from others and you take back control of your life, not everyone will support you in that. That's okay. Or understand you, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But the moment you stop trying to convince others, the right people and the right opportunities will naturally show up. And when you stop obsessing over outcomes, you relieve yourself. You relieve yourself from the pressure of needing everything to go a certain way. As soon as you stop trying to force things, you will notice how often everything aligns to you without you needing to control it. So every time going forward, choose to release your grip on the things that usually feel incredibly energetically draining for you. And anytime your old self wants to revert back to old patterns of chasing or forcing, recognize this and go the other way. What will happen is you may realize that when you stop chasing and stop forcing and begging for this or that to work out the way you want them to, the way you have to have it to. Things will just naturally begin to fall into alignment for you. And I know this isn't easy. I know that, especially to start with. But what you are doing is interrupting old patterns of thought, behavior, beliefs. And when done more consistently, this will override those old stories, those old patterns that have become your new, more effortless, relaxed, and calm go-to. So when you stop obsessing, others start noticing. Let go of over-explaining. Let go of having to keep apologizing, trying too hard, and people will pay attention. What you chased will now chase you. It will now come to you. Desperation pushes away. Confidence pulls in. The relaxed, self-assured person always stands out. They don't seek approval because they know their worth. So stop forcing things and watch how opportunities and people effortlessly align with you. So the next time you feel like you're fighting against that current, remember this: stop trying so hard. Let it go. Let go of the need to control, and you'll find that life starts working with you, not against you. You'll be more aligned, more relaxed, and most importantly, more at peace with the world and within here. So take a step back, as I said, and let go of the need to control everything and focus on what you can truly influence. Feeling good. When you stop chasing, the right things will find you. So it's trusting that process and embracing the flow, and you'll enjoy life so much more from an amazing, calm, centered place. I have thoroughly enjoyed sharing that with you, you guys. And I just wanted to say here, I used to be somebody that forced and forced and forced and forced and forced and forced and forced. And, you know, it didn't work out and it was exhausting. But whenever I let go and just went poof and trusted, obviously I'm doing my healing. I consistently work on myself every day, so I have that as well. I don't look outside to validate me anymore. I'm enough just as I am. And that's a place healing gets you to. You don't need for anything. Doesn't mean you don't want things, but it doesn't matter in the great scheme of things. It comes, it doesn't, it's all good because you feel enough. And that's a place that may feel foreign to you guys right now, but it's a place that is available for you to access when you're ready to start your healing journey, you see. And it's the consistency that gets you there. It's not a one-hit wonder. It's not an overnight thing. It's consistently, daily. So I used to be that person that forced and forced and forced, and life was horrendous. It was so hard. But through my process of healing and filling up my own cup, I'll have an idea about something that I want, and I then think about it. I might do some affirmations about it. I enjoy doing that. I don't need it. There's no desperate energy around it, and things naturally just start to flow effortlessly. I don't worry about the how or the when, how long it's going to take. I just focus on enjoying the work that I'm doing, knowing that whether it comes or not, it doesn't matter in the great scheme of things because I'm enough. So there you go. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And like I said earlier, if you do need any support here, then just check the links below this video or in my bio. And if you have any questions about which solution, so have a look first. And then if you have any questions about which solution is the right one for you, then just let me know what you've looked at and let's figure out which one would be best. That is it. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will be back very, very soon.